Drink some ginger ale, put some Vicks on it, and go to sleep.
Oh, the Vicks.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Gonzalez from Nirvana Healthcare Management, and in honor of Men's Health Week, I'm headed to the place where men have those tough, passionate conversations, the barbershop. So come join us for a discussion of the most important things men should know about their health.
When's the last time you actually admitted to someone like, I'm feeling down because of how, I'm making myself feel and everything like that, and just like a whole mental health component to where that's also a screening. Like everyone thinks like, oh, like our different organs, like your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, those are important, but like your brain itself, your mental health also affects your physical health, right? If you're not motivated to kind of get your exercise, your 3 days a week, whatever the case may be, you're gonna get high blood pressure, diabetes, you're not gonna watch what you eat, you're gonna sleep in too much, now your sleep habits are all messed up and everything like that, and that's gonna lead to more complicated health issues.
Professional athlete, I didn't even know it. No, I'm just kidding. I tell you what, I'm a professional dad at this point, man, and
That's a full-time job in itself.
yeah, man, it's you know, the amount of suck it up that people expect. It's not even people say it anymore. It's just
an unspoken thing.
It's an unspoken thing.
And it's funny that you mentioned like being a father, because actually was looking into postpartum depression for fathers.
Yeah.
Your life gets flipped upside down having a child, right? So you became you and your wife, you and your spouse or significant other, living together, enjoying each other's company, and then once that child comes along, and I mean, guys, we get jealous too. Like, I want attention from my significant other.
In my bed all the damn time. Get out of my bed.
So like all this stuff, and that affects your well-being. Now, the financial stress you have to deal with.
Right.
Also, the stigma of being the man of the household, trying to have the financial stability to support you and your family.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what happens, no matter if the world shuts down for 2 years, you better figure it out.
Yeah. And then the symptoms of depression or anxiety are like different in men than female. We were told not to shy away from things. You don't see men alone in a corner, we just kind of hide it either with aggression, anger, irritability.
I think we're all guilty of that one.
So many, I know with everything happening around, like with schools and the shootings that are happening, are they providing therapy and stuff like that for kids who need it?
Schools don't really offer therapy. It's mainly like something I ask for like outside of school.
Yeah. Were you like nervous to ask or like embarrassed to ask at any point?
Not really. I feel like it kind of got to the point where it was like, I knew I needed it, like it was something that needed to happen, and so, I mean, my parents are really supportive.
That's good.
And I know like they really like care and they want what's best for me, so I knew that they knew like if I was asking for it, like it would be something that I really like thought I needed.
Yeah, but just knowing that mental health is a thing, like, and it's normal. Like, everyone just like seems embarrassed to have depression or embarrassed to have anxiety, but you're in a pool with so many other people who probably feel the same way as you, so they're not discussing it. They're not talking about it. So
this super rich dude that I know, he's like, of course I go to therapists. He was like, a therapist for me is like a mechanic for my car. He was like, I got really high performance cars. Why wouldn't I take them to get tuned up? Right? Like,
Need maintenance.
Yeah, they need maintenance. Like, even the best car in the world needs maintenance. And it's like in your brain, you only gonna get one of them. It's a high performance machine. Tune it up.
Right.
This generation is really interesting because they're really open and honest about needing help. Like for us, growing up, we, like you said, something bad has to happen for us to get checked up.
Yeah.
And it was almost like either accident or good luck.
Right.
So Alan, when's the last time you got checked up?
I'd say 2 months ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, actually it was weird because I went in for one thing, which is like I had COVID in January, and I came home from the trip that we were in, and I had I never felt like that pressure in my chest, and I thought it was like cardiac, because my family, they all had heart issues and stuff like that, high blood pressure. So I went in thinking it's my heart, and it was actually my lungs from COVID. Damn. And it was called long COVID.
Wow.
And it's still new that they don't know any cure or anything like that. Yeah. So I came in and I thought it was that, and they checked everything else. They're like, oh, by the way, you have high blood pressure and your cholesterol is high.
Here's your list.
Exactly. And having my dad having diabetes, and again, it's all hereditary.
Yeah.
Going in there, didn't expect having high blood pressure. So now Like I've been going to work out every morning, watching my diet a little bit better, sleeping better. But I used to run my body all the way down to the ground for years, sleeping 3, 4 in the morning, thinking like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna sleep till I, you know, die or.
No.
But like working my butt off like over the years.
That's like where I feel like we avoid it, because when you go in there, you're gonna get a whole laundry list of issues that you have.
Sure.
And it's like, why do I want to come back if my doctor's gonna tell me how like crappy I've been taking care of myself? But like, it's better that you know now.
Yeah,
than
and catch it early.
20 years later, then now you have like heart failure instead of just high blood pressure.
Right, and going back to what you said earlier, like no one really goes to the doctor unless something's wrong. That's just like the immigrant like mentality, you know. Like growing up, your parents never took you to the doctors.
Like, did you die?
Did you exactly? Right. So finding that out now, it's like you said, it's prevention, right? Well, I'm already here, just trying to improve it daily and day by day.
And I think the hardest thing that like even like the population, Americans in general, they don't like preventative medicine.
Right.
So they want results now. Like if I'm taking my blood pressure medication, by tomorrow I don't want to have high blood pressure.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's not the case. The biggest part is prevention, right? So like you going to the gym, you eating healthy. I don't know if you ever heard of something called the My Plate method. So it's just like it's like separating your plate, and I mean, Americans, sorry to generalize, but we eat a big portion of stuff. Yeah. So just making sure you're getting your 2 cups of veggies, your dairy products, 2.5 cups, your proteins, your multigrains, your everything that you need. So then that way that prevents you from getting high cholesterol. That prevents you from getting cardiovascular disease.
Right.
And that long-term effect of cardiovascular disease and diabetes also affects your kidneys. It's going to affect your eyesight. It's going to affect everything. So you getting checked up, good thing, good for you. I applaud that. So don't even feel like the negative against it. The laundry list, that's something that we can work on slowly and surely.
Right.
So.